Hey guys! Before we start, here are the names from the last video. Our lovely fairy hitwoman will be named Evergreen, and the guardian of Saturn will be named Phoebe. Both of these names were suggested by the wonderful anonymous bee. If you're watching, thanks so much for commenting. As for my Owl House OC, I didn't see any comments suggesting names for him, so I found my own. I chose the name Dax. I like it, don't judge me. But anyways, in honor of the new animated Spider-Man movie coming out soon, I wanted to create my own spider-sona, which I'm aware this was a trend a while back, so I'm really excited to join in on the hype. Is this just an excuse to turn myself into a spider person? Maybe. Are you supposed to be questioning my motives? No. But anyways, let's get into it. So, I knew I wanted to do a spider-sona based off of a real type of spider. After some research, I had 3 candidates to base her off of: the green lynx spider, the vampire spider, and the golden wheel spider. Now this was a hard decision, but I ended up going with the golden wheel spider because A, I didn't know how to incorporate a vampire bite superpower without making it weird, and B, the green lynx spider's special thing was that it spits venom as a means of defense. Now I almost ended up going with that one, but I remember that a lot of people go for the whole poison venom thing when designing a spider-sona, so the golden wheel spider was the ultimate choice. What makes this spider unique is that they hide in the sand to escape these parasitic desert wasps that want to lay their eggs inside them. But if the wasps find them, they don't waste energy by trying to run away. They simply curl into a ball and roll down the sand dunes. It's really cool, actually. So, how does this correlate to a superhero? Well, I saw this video about just how amazing all the little details of Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse are, and one of them mentioned was how all the spider people have different swinging styles. For example, Miles almost parkours through the city instead of relying on swinging, and Peter B. Parker swings with this sort of casualness you could only get with someone who knows what he's doing well enough to not take it incredibly seriously. For my spider-sona, I decided to make her swinging style more like Gwen's, where it's based off of a hobby. Gwen is a dancer, and so her swinging style and her overall fighting style is very graceful and sleek and swift. I really like that idea, so I decided to base my spider-sona's fighting style off of her hobbies too. So she gets this sort of special thing from the fact that she does competitive dive. I do competitive swim, but since this is supposed to be me in an alternate universe, I found it okay to tweak it a little bit. The style in question will involve a lot of flips and rolls, and a bunch of very fancy little tricks that one might see from a competitive diver when they're on the board. From a more gaming mindset, I think her attack moves, quote unquote, would be she could curl up into a ball and knock her opponent over like they're a bowling pin, or if they're going to leap at her or lunge, she could curl up into a ball, roll underneath them. She could launch herself at them. She could just simply take one from her inspiring arachnid and roll away, just roll away from the fight. She is a lot more of a shy person in real life, kind of similar to myself. She doesn't feel the need to talk when there is no need to talk. But when she is Spider-Man, she loves showing what she knows and what she can do, because why not? Talk about the design. For her civilian outfit, I decided to take inspiration from actual stuff in my closet. I just modified it a little bit based off of what I think would work better with the overall design. I gave her overalls, which have kind of become a staple for me and my style to people who actually really know me in real life. I want to practice drawing a wider variety of noses, especially since my nose is far from a perfect little button nose. I have a big Roman nose. Makes me unique, and I love it, so I want to draw it more. Also, you may have noticed that I switched up the nose on my actual drawn self too, to look more like myself. So let's talk about the actual suit. The colors were based off of, the fact that she's a golden wheel spider. Get it? And I put the little Spider-Man symbol on the back of her suit because I could put the legs on the front and on the sides, almost like they were curling around her because, again, sticking very close to that special little habit of the spider. Designs around her arms and legs to kind of further that wheel image. They kind of look like the pieces of a wagon wheel. Kind of tacky, but you know what, it's fine. I chose to do her mask and overall, the main center part of her suit black because I thought it makes it or like a dark brown, because I thought it makes it pop, especially with the eyes, because generally the eyes are white. Right off the bat, I wanted to give her extra eyes to add a little flavor to the design. I don't know. There's just something so appealing to me when characters have more than 2 eyes. But the actual pattern of her eyes is based off of Basha from the Owl House, with the whole like up tilt third eye thing going on. I feel like it looks really cool. It almost looks like a slit in her forehead, which sounds kind of weird, but I think it looks cool. And I gave her kind of under eye eyes, if that makes any sense. Like there are tinier eyes underneath her eyes. This is all sounding really weird, and I'm not the best at describing it, but you know, you can just see for yourself what's on screen. Sort of pullover outfit that she can just wear on top of her spider suit. I decided to give her a comfy little cropped sweatshirt, much like I have in my closet. I'm sure you should be able to see what I did for yourself on the screen, so I'm gonna continue with her backstory. Time to pretend that I'm an author. I filed into the noisy locker room filled to the brim with excited girls, all anticipating their upcoming meet. She scrambled to find a locker to shove her backpack in among the crowded space. After a few of her fellow teammates had cleared out, she could squeeze her way into a tiny locker in the corner. It let out a long creak as she opened it, indicating rust and grime lurking on the inside. She tried stuffing her bulky bag inside it to no avail, but when she tried pulling it back out to try again, it was stuck. She groaned, yanking with all her might. "Ugh, it's caught on something," she said, reaching her hand in to try to unhook it. She stopped short when she felt something crawling. Reflexes she was unaware she possessed, she withdrew her hand from the locker. She stopped short when she saw a massive, glimmering spider sitting idly on her fingers. She was just afraid of spiders as the next person, but this one was oddly captivating. She found herself blinking at it with curiosity instead of swatting it away. With all 8 of its delicate legs, it crawled up to the middle of the back of her hand. She almost thought it was cute in a strange way, until it sunk its fangs into her skin. She shrieked, flinging it at a wall. Some of her teammates looked up from their busy preparation. "You okay?" "Yeah, it's just this spider bit me," she replied, carefully rubbing it like it was a tender wound. He assured her what she had already been thinking. The majority of spiders weren't poisonous, and she would likely be okay. She changed into her swimsuit, pulled on her cap, and entered the pool. Loud murmurs from the crowd on the bleachers were only amplified by the cavernous ceiling. Although she still had a long wait time ahead of her, her skin was itching with the raw anticipation that only athletes can understand. Or perhaps only those that have been bitten by a radioactive spider. I fiddled with her name for a while, but I ended up going with the name Spider Rue, which is based off of the French word for wheel. I'm gonna butcher this. Rue. So yeah. If you made it this far into the video, thank you so much for watching. Every view is greatly appreciated by me. I have a community post for a Q&A video that I will be doing soon, so please go over there and ask me some questions. I would greatly appreciate it, and I will respond to, well, assuming I get enough questions to make a video in the first place, I will respond to all of them. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please feel free to leave some comments or likes, hit the notification bell so you're always up to date, and maybe click the subscribe button. Make sure to take care of yourself. I love you guys. Bye!